All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Wargames Podcast number 30. That is right, we have been at this for 30 weeks now. I apologize to all of you. I did not mean to put you through this much torture when I started this. So, joining me tonight, as per usual, is the Lobster. And folks,
Heyo.
yet again, he was here on time. In
On
fact, he was
time.
here early. So proud of him. It makes 2 weeks in a row. And also joining us tonight is Mr. Shank the Noob, the legend himself. Good evening there, Shank.
Evening, sir.
And we may or may not have the Tin Man joining us tonight. We'll see. It depends on when he's able to make it home. But yeah, so it'll be the three of us hanging out for now. So firstly, obviously, thank you guys for joining us tonight for the podcast. A few different things to go over tonight. We will, of course, be talking about God of War, since that is like the massive game that is out right now, and Shank has had the privilege to be able to play that, you bastard. I unfortunately have not, because I do not have a PS4, but as I was telling Shank earlier, I am seriously considering picking up a PS4 secondhand to play that game, as well as some other stuff. But anyways, we'll go over that some more later. First thing I wanted to bring up tonight was actually a story from more than a week ago. I had it on the agenda for last week. Didn't really think I'd be able to get to it. And that is this new, I guess, fad, if you will, on YouTube, apparently known as Strip Fortnite. Now, had either of you heard of this before this podcast?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Fucking absurd.
You have, Loster?
Yeah, I saw an article on Polygon. It was Polygon. I thought it was Kotaku, but it was Polygon.
Oh, okay, okay.
I read it like a week ago.
Okay, yeah, so you've seen it on Polygon, I seen it on PC Gamer.
Yeah.
Okay, so for anyone...
So help the uninitiated here.
Yeah.
What in the fuck is this
Well,
you're talking about?
Well, I mean, it's a recipe for success. If you want millions of views on your YouTube videos, all you gotta do is make a thumbnail that has an attractive woman wearing some semi-revealing clothing, and for every kill you get, she has to strip a piece of clothing off.
Yeah, and when she starts, she probably has enough clothing to survive in, like, sub 50 degree below zero weather. Like, it, from what I understood from the article is, it's pure clickbait at its finest. As Loster said, they'll grab a thumbnail, potentially not even anybody that's in that video. It's just a hot chick with a fucking push-up bra that's, showing tons of cleavage, and that'll be their thumbnail, and it'll be called, Strip Fortnite or whatever. And basically, they'll wear a fuck ton of clothing, and they'll either watch videos of people playing Fortnite or, watch someone else in the room with them play Fortnite, and every time they get a kill, they have to strip off an individual piece of clothing. Working their way down, obviously. We've all fucking seen strip poker before. But, obviously, YouTube doesn't allow any form of nudity. So, it's basically implying the entire time that you are going to get away with seeing nudity on YouTube, which obviously you're not going to. Their video wouldn't have millions and millions of views if you did, because that shit would be shut down immediately. But my question is how is YouTube not shutting this down? Because while it's not showing direct nudity, it is suggesting the idea that there will be nudity in that video. And there has been instances in the past where the suggestion of nudity can get your channel taken out. So how is it these channels that, they can get tens of millions of views on these videos and, be perfectly fine, as to where if I put a fucking ArmA video up and it says anything about World War II in the title, my shit is immediately demonetized. How is that even possible? What do you guys think? Do you think that's, just YouTube's algorithm not working properly, or do you think that's YouTube saying, yeah, it's not right, but they're making us thousands of dollars on that video?
I have a feeling that it's I mean this it's not like these things are flying under the radar. I mean this the Rice Gum is one of the main guys that's doing this. I mean his one video has 10 million views. There's no way YouTube doesn't notice that. So it's I think it's just a clear cut case of, well, technically he's not breaking any rules. We might not approve of this, but
But it's making us
it's
money.
10 million views, so
I
that's
feel
all.
like I feel like YouTube has a problem here just because because people Wargames said earlier, because there's not actually a woman, or there may not actually be a woman or some person dressed for 0 Kelvin weather in the video who's randomly or who is per kill stripping down to nothing. I think because the thumbnail doesn't necessarily match the content of the video, it's hard for YouTube to police what is clickbait versus
Well, it
what is
should be, though,
actually
because
violating their terms of use.
if you look at their terms, there is actually a line in there about your thumbnail not matching the contents of your video. That is against their terms of service.
But is it something where, if it's a general idea of what's in your video versus every little thing that appears in your thumbnail has to be in your video? I guess that's, I mean, is there something that says
Right.
everything that's in your thumbnail must be present in this video? Because then the YouTuber would be fucked.
Right.
You
Well,
know?
I think that is, it has to be a general, giving the person a general idea of what the contents of that video are and give an impression of, what that video is. And to me, that's one of the problems, is that these thumbnails are suggesting that there is, maybe not straight up nudity, but, like I have in my notes here, I mean, some of those thumbnails are showing more skin than like the fucking showed Nip Tuck back in the day on fucking FX, and that show was like fucking raked over the coals for the amount of sexual content that it showed, and it was rated TVMA, and like FX went through a bunch of shit when they first brought that show out because of the the suggested themes and the sexual themes and stuff in that TV show. Yet these fucking cockbags that are doing it on their YouTube videos, they're like, no, it's all right.
See, okay, so I'm sitting here on YouTube while we're talking about this, and somebody, who was it here in chat just a little bit ago? Somebody just posted a search. Oh,
It was me.
Sanctifizzle.
It was me.
Yeah, posted, that link to strip Fortnite. Whereas if you go to YouTube and just type in strip poker, the first hit is from 2 months ago. Has had 120,000 views, and in the thumbnail, there's a chick with her tits hanging out.
Yeah.
So it's my question is, why isn't this video banned?
Yeah, the one that the thing that kind of makes me wonder on that is like, okay, their algorithm will pick out and automatically demonetize my video because it says World War II, but it can't automatically, pick out strip poker or, strip Fortnite or whatever and like say, hey, someone needs to take a look at this. Like,
Right.
what? How the fuck does that work? Which, I mean, YouTube has a whole fucking host of problems, which is why, there are so many people that are getting away from YouTube in terms of, content creation and doing YouTube, I guess, full time. It's pretty much impossible to do full time now unless you have a massive fucking channel. Because then it's just a snowball effect. But in terms of smaller channels, it's pretty much impossible to do anymore. So you have to in terms of content creation anymore, live streaming far, far outweighs content creation as far as YouTube. You're way better off to live stream on Twitch than what you ever are to just put videos up on YouTube. Unless you already have, millions of subscribers. That's why, even somebody like Drum, who has over 100,000 subscribers, has to go to Twitch and stream and try and get people from YouTube to watch on Twitch so he can get partnered on Twitch so he can actually make money, because YouTube doesn't make fucking money anymore. So it's like, obviously a lot of people would agree that money is being funneled in what we would consider the wrong fucking direction for content creators. But when you have a beast as large as YouTube is at this point, I don't really know if there is a simple fix or if there's a fix at all at this point that YouTube can do, because it's so large. There's billions and billions of videos on YouTube, and the amount of content that's uploaded every day, there's no fucking way for them to physically check every single one of those videos and make sure they're legit, make sure they're okay, they're safe for, the people that they want watching content and stuff. So, I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think YouTube has kind of grown beyond their own control?
No, because I think I agree that there's no way that they can, thoroughly go through every single video that gets uploaded and check it for terms violations and rules being broken and things like that. That's what we have a flagging system for. That you can flag videos that are inappropriate, and then YouTube will take a look at them. But I don't think so. I don't think this has gotten too big for YouTube to control. I just think that something happened. I think YouTube has gotten. Okay, here we go. YouTube has gotten so big that they're now there's so much money invested in them. There's so much money that's flowing through this machine that I think that they're kind of becoming more and more at the mercy of those that give them the money, like the advertisers and whatnot. Because I vividly remember being able to upload pretty much anything I wanted to on YouTube. And if people watched it, they watched it. If they didn't, they didn't. I was still able to monetize it as long as I wasn't violating any copyright laws, as long as I wasn't showing any nudity, as long as I wasn't, spouting racial slurs, things like that.
Right. Basically, are you a neo-Nazi? Are you naked? Are you stealing someone else's shit? That was pretty much it.
And I was able to get that monetized, and then there would be ads on my videos that were related to what my video pertained to. If I uploaded an ArmA video, you generally see some kind of advertising for whatever, a video game, whatever. But now it's like that I don't remember the exact date, but I'm sure you remember that day as well. That fucking day that it happened, that all my fucking videos turned yellow. It's like, why are these videos inappropriate? Like, there's videos where I don't even talk, where I'm just like playing a game and it's a silent let's play, and it still gets flagged because it's like a World War II game, and that's just violence is bad. Advertisers don't want to go anywhere near that. Yet there's no problem with fucking you watch just extremely violent movies that just get these fucking financial backings that are insane. I just don't understand this double standard that's going on here.
I'll have my OSUT videos, back when I would actually put my OSUT videos on YouTube, they would get demonetized because it says OSUT in it, which, quick Google search into OSUT, you instantly know that's military related. So as soon as I would put up an OSUT video, it would get demonetized. And it's like, how in the fuck is this algorithm able to pick up, instantly that OSUT is military related, demonetize my shit. Yet this shit that's, suggesting nudity and stuff to whatever fucking 14-year-old kid that just watched this ninja dude fucking beat a bunch of people's asses in Fortnite or whatever. Now he wants to go check out Fortnite, and he fucking falls down the rabbit hole of, watching 40 videos in a row, and he eventually ends up on this strip Fortnite shit. It's like, how in the fuck like, how is this even possible that that shit is still good to go in YouTube's eyes, but my shit, because it's dealing with something in the military, is like, no, that's not okay.
I think the problem you have here, though, is it relates to something actually. Speaking of things getting too big for itself, Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg just recently said that Facebook really grew beyond the company's control. It's massive. And it's damn near impossible to police all of the content, to police all of the content creators, the contributors, the organizations, the individuals. And I really do. I believe that YouTube has grown beyond the control of its company. I mean, in order to moderate, like I talked to DJ Guns about this, in order to moderate a single channel, let's say you're like somebody like Shroud, who has tens of thousands of people watching his chat every day, and they're all chatting. One person can't moderate that. You've got to have like 50 moderators for that many people watching so that every issue can be addressed. Considering the millions upon billions of videos that could be posted on Facebook at any given time, the number of moderators you would need to curate that much content it's absurd. I mean, based on my time in the military, I don't think the entire staff of NSA could police all of that.
Well, that was like
on a regular basis.
I think it might have been Shroud, or I can't remember who the hell it was. No, is Shroud the fucking German guy?
Shroud's the guy who was he was a shooter on Counter-Strike for
Shroud's Canadian.
Cloud9 Gaming. Yeah, he's Canadian.
Who's the German guy that's super fucking popular?
PewDiePie?
No. God damn it, I can't remember his name. He's a streamer, German, super fucking popular. Anyways, at one point his Twitch account had got banned very briefly because
Scream or fuck.
I don't know.
Where's Ferrero when you need it? All this shit.
Because anyways, it was because a bunch of people in his chat were saying a bunch of racist shit, and he got banned for it. And he appealed it and it got overturned, but his basic, like his argument was like, I had like 15,000 people watching me while this was going on. Like, I understand, that's not what you guys want. It's not what I want either. He's like, I've always tried to run a very friendly stream, but when you have that many people watching you, even in slow mode and in subscriber only chat, you can't keep up with every single thing that's being said. I only have so many moderators, and they're doing as best they can, but you can't hold me, an individual, responsible for the actions of another number of individuals. I have no control over them. All I can do is ban them.
Well, and that was actually brought up in I think a Polygon or Kotaku article where they were talking to Tyler One, for all the shit that Tyler One has done with League of Legends and how his behavior basically made him a martyr and an overnight superstar. And Twitch started talking about, well, we are going to make the streamer responsible for the behavior of their viewers. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I can't agree with that.
No,
with exception to in someone's situation like him. Because he has that personality, and he acts like those fucking asshats that say shit like that in other people's chats and start drama and shit like that. He breeds that. He brings that upon himself by not shutting it down immediately.
And that's the thing that Twitch said, is Twitch basically brought it back against the streamer and said, you are a role model for the community you build around yourself. And I'm like, okay, so I try to run a fairly friendly stream when I'm online. So if I get some toxic asshole in my stream who offends a bunch of people, I'm suddenly responsible for this one dick blister in the crowd. Like, no, I'm not going to answer for that moron's behavior. I'm going to answer for my community, who generally understands it's a nice place here.
Right, exactly. And that's, I think, where, that's where the human aspect of Twitch has to come into it, is, they have to sit there and look at that community and say, okay, is this the norm, or is this, a isolated situation where there was, 5, 6, 20, 50, whatever people that came in here to troll this guy? Is this how his community normally is, or is it generally more under control? Is this what he kind of invites upon himself, or is this something that he or she, whatever, fucking, is this something that he generally tries to shut down quickly? And, in that situation, like, fucking that Tyler douchebag, I mean, the dude's been banned multiple times for toxic behavior himself. So, like, in that situation, yeah, that fucking piece of shit can bitch and moan all he wants. If he gets banned for something that somebody says in his chat, fuck off. You brought it upon yourself at that point. But, if someone, say, like Co-Carnage, if someone were talking a bunch of shit in his channel, and they're saying, okay, well, you're going to get banned because this troll came in your channel and was saying a bunch of racist shit, and it's like, dude, you can look back at, like, any stream from that dude and know that's not the type of community he runs. That's not legit. So, like I said, that's where that human aspect of Twitch has to come into play. And, the majority of the time they are fairly good about it. Because the Twitch has pretty good staff when it comes to, like the global moderators and stuff like that. And they actually hang out in people's channels and know members of the community, not just the streamers, but, they'll go into a big streamer's channel and know some of the moderators and, and actually know the community themselves because they're a part of that community. So that is kind of nice to see in terms of Twitch, to see that human aspect to it. One of the people that I watch quite a lot, Matt Malone, who streams iRacing exclusively. There's a global moderator that hangs out in his channel quite a bit just because he likes Matt's content and likes watching him race. And that guy knows all, like, the regulars in the channel, and I think he's even a fucking subscriber to him and stuff. But this guy is a global moderator that can go into anyone's fucking channel and moderate that channel, anybody's channel on Twitch. And he hangs out in Matt Malone's channel, watches him race, and, it's like that. That's pretty cool to see. I have no idea how the fuck you get that job, but, like, I would love that job. It would be fun as fuck.
It would be.
So, yeah, anyways, when it comes to YouTube, yeah, if you want to make money on YouTube, make you a thumbnail, get you a push-up bra, maybe shave Shank's chest, throw him on the thumbnail. Fucking YouTube goals right there.
No, motherfucker. They're getting the full grizzly bear. Fuck that shave shit.
The Austin Powers chest.
Oh, you could go fucking 40-year-old virgin and fucking wax it. Dude, I was deep down the rabbit hole the other night on YouTube, and I come across this video. Actually, I think it was a fail army video of this dude getting his armpit waxed, and of course he's yelling and screaming and shit. And I was rolling, but I was sitting there thinking, like, dude, you're not like a professional swimmer. You're not like a male model or something. Why in the fuck are you getting your armpit waxed? Like, is this a fucking bet that you lost or something? Like, what causes you to do this?
It's the new ice bucket challenge.
Right.
Remember when Steve-O got his whole body waxed?
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, God.
he got his eyebrows ripped off.
Oh, Jesus.
But yeah, actually, that's one thing I wanted to mention when it came to YouTube is I have a total fucking love-hate relationship with YouTube. I'm fucking way behind on content, putting my videos and stuff up there, because it is hard to justify being as busy as I am right now. It's hard to justify, like, sitting down for 3-4 hours editing videos and getting them up there for basically no reason other than, guys get to watch it on YouTube instead of, watch an edited version on YouTube instead of just going to Twitch and watching the VOD of it. But I hate it because it basically does nothing for me other than letting people from my community watch my shit there instead of on Twitch.
Right.
But I love it in the sense that I hands down spend more time on YouTube than what I ever do watching normal TV or movies. Hands down, no question to it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I'll spend fucking 3-4 hours in a day sitting here watching fucking documentaries like I'm Burt Gummer in the basement, you know, kicked back in the Lazy Boy. Instead of watching it on the military channel or history channel or something, I'll just watch it on fucking YouTube. Because, you know, I've got a 32-inch TV as my main monitor. So I just fucking... And my goddamn computer chair reclines and shit. So I can just fucking kick back my computer chair and sit here and watch fucking documentary on, you know, the battle for the Rhine or, you know, the fucking Battle of Midway or whatever. And kick back and watch it here instead of, you know, having to watch it on a normal TV or on a normal cable channel. But yeah, I straight up go full on like Burt Gummer. Like, I'll be sitting here watching I'll be watching like a documentary on like the Yamamoto or something, or the Yamoto. And like somebody will message me on Steam and it's like, yeah, real busy.
Is that why it takes you so long to answer?
Pretty much, yeah, because like I have to sit up in my chair, pull it back up, and I'm like, yeah, nope, I'm busy. I got shit going on. Like I'm finding out about the world's largest battleship that I've fucking watched shit on 15 million times. I can't help it, dude. It's interesting every single fucking time. Like, I couldn't tell you how many secret Nazi weapon fucking documentaries I've watched. I know the fucking weapons as soon as the fucking picture is shown on screen. I already know what it is, but it's like, yeah, I still want to know how it was developed. Like, the fact that I know a V2 rocket didn't need a warhead because it reached terminal velocity while it was falling from the sky and actually caused more damage by the kinetic energy transfer than the actual explosive warhead in the tip of it. I shouldn't know that, but I do because of YouTube. But yeah, so I have a love-hate relationship with it. Like I said, I spend way more time on it than what I do normal TV and shit. But Shank, do you find yourself doing the same? Like, do you watch more YouTube than regular TV?
Well, let's just start with the fact that I don't have cable. So, YouTube is running pretty much all day long. I will watch, like you, I'll watch documentaries. I'll watch videos about the paranormal. I'll watch, you know, epic fail videos. I mean,
oh yeah, Fail Army is always a good one. I'll fucking, dude,
yeah,
I'm telling you, it'll be like 6 a.m. and it's like, I should have been to sleep 3 hours ago. Next one's only 9 minutes long. I'll watch one more. And then it's 10 a.m. and it's like, the next one's only 8 minutes long.
See, Siri knows me. Siri knows that I watch most Extreme Elimination Challenge on YouTube.
Oh, what was the fucking... I haven't seen MXC in so long. Baba Kadoosh.
Baba Ganoush.
God. Man, I haven't seen MXC in so fucking long.
Vic Romano and Kenny Blankenship and Guy Ledouche and the Captain.
Oh, it was so good.
Dude, they have playlists of it. Like,
oh, yeah. I've seen it on fucking Twitch before. Them, like, live streaming it on Twitch 24 hours a day. I'm like, oh my fucking God. And of course, I seen that. So what did I do? I spent the next hour and a half watching MXC on Twitch.
That's right.
It's horrible. Right. It's like every year when they bring back the Bob Ross fucking marathon things. Y'all motherfuckers can hate all you want. I'll sit there for hours and watch Bob Ross while I'm like fucking doing whatever.
Bob Ross has his own Twitch channel.
Yeah, and it's got fucking way more followers than I will ever have.
Right? It's like it's partnered and the guy's not even around
anymore. Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, so anyways, YouTube love-hate. I spend hours pretty much every day on it. So the next story I want to get into is a story that I guess surprised a lot of people. For myself, it didn't. I was aware of game companies doing this for a long fucking time now. But I guess it, really shocked some people. And that is, this story broke a little while ago that Guild Wars 2 potentially uses spyware to catch its cheaters. Guild Wars 2, still a massive MMO. Last year, they stated that they had as many as 11 million players, which, I mean, that's impressive as fuck. I mean, I don't know if prior to... Is Battle for Azeroth actually out yet, or is it still in alpha, Shank?
It's still in development. It'll
Okay,
be
so-
out
So
August, I think.
So it's still
August
on
or September.
PTR.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't even know if Warcraft has 11 million right now. Like, I remember them making a huge deal out of when MOP hit, that their player count jumped back up to 12 million. And that was like a huge deal for them, that their player count was back up to 12 million. Because right there at the end of Dragon Soul, like, was their lowest point pretty much since launch. So for Guild Wars 2 to say that they've got 11 million, like, I had no idea the game was that big.
It is. I have a shameful number of hours in Guild Wars 2, and the unfortunate part was that Blizzard some time ago pulled its actual population numbers.
Yeah, they stopped giving them.
Well, and it was because they had they had that huge number, like you said, and then MOP came out. It was doing or it was low. Mists of Pandaria brought it back up, and then Warlords of Draenor crammed it back down in the basement and kicked it like a puppy. So they took their numbers off of public view because
Right.
they used to tout that shit in their commercials,
hell
all
yeah.
of their articles, like everything. And when those numbers went back down, they're like, well,
shit.
we're not going to talk about that quite as much anymore.
Oh, okay. Axial saying that it's 11 million that have played over the years, not continually, not active 11 million player count. That would make more sense.
Me.
Okay. Yeah. So anyways, the developers behind Guild Wars 2 ArenaNet announced earlier this month that nearly 1,600 accounts have been suspended over the last 6 months for using illicit third-party software. So one of those accounts belonged to a gentleman, Fabian Wosa, who is a security researcher. This is what he does for a living, is basically secures networks and systems and things like that, finds hacks and cheats and things along those lines. So this is exactly this guy's fucking wheelhouse. So he made a post on Reddit after his suspension that he decided to reverse engineer the last 6 months worth of updates to Guild Wars 2 and figure out how exactly it was that they deemed he was cheating. So after digging into it, he was able to find code that basically was a program within the game that would search the user's computer and see if it was running certain third-party software. And if it was, it would automatically detect it as cheating and would suspend their account. So Wosa went on to say that the reason that he was suspended was because of software that was on his PC that he was using for testing for his day job of a security analyzer or security researcher. So this is why this software is on his PC. And furthermore, they have no way whatsoever with the tool that they're using to be able to tell if that software is being used for cheating or if it's just sitting there on the computer. They have no way of knowing if that software is used in a way to cheat within Guild Wars 2. So, two things there. One, they're rooting around inside people's computers, looking to see what software they have on there. If they're running, software with certain names. Two, the information that they do gather from this doesn't actually legit tell them whether that software is being used for cheating. It just tells them that it's there. However, Wosa's biggest concern was the way in which they were transferring the data back to their servers. He said the data from the user's machine being transferred back to ArenaNet servers is far from secure. He said, in fact, it is basically child levels of coding that they're using to transfer this data back to their servers. And that is his bigger concern. And multiple other security researchers and so on, guys in the basically in the field, have spoken about this, saying that, you know, the privacy issue isn't really as huge of a deal because there's a lot more game developers that do this than what people think. It's not exactly rare or uncommon. Yes, it is considered spyware because they're covertly gathering information from your PC and sending it back to their servers. A lot of game developers don't say anything about it in the TOS or anything like that, so they, as security researchers, do consider it spyware. However, it's, from what I understood from their statements, was basically the way that the programs are keyworded and so on. It's not like it's going through every single one of your files and seeing everything that's in there. It's just searching for very specific names of programs, and that's all it's able to search for. Granted, it doesn't mean it couldn't be fucking abused at some point, but still, these guys, as security researchers, this is what they do for a living, saying, you know, the security threat isn't that big as far as, you know, your privacy goes. We're not concerned over that. The concern is the way that they're transferring that data back, and that could be used to, you know, in a roundabout way, get to your PC and get into your PC because of them. And one of the security researchers actually said that, you know, this is child level coding, and, you know, someone with a couple of years worth of coding experience could easily reverse engineer this and find their way into somebody's PC. That's a little fucking scary. Like, how fucked up would it be if, you know, you play Guild Wars 2 and someone is able to get into your PC and get your personal information because the fucking video game that you play doesn't secure their back channel shit well enough, and someone gets in there and is able to get into your PC, grab a hold of your personal information, and now your identity was just stolen because of a fucking MMO. Like, how fucked up of a situation is that? But my question for you guys is, have you ever heard of game developers doing this before, using essentially spyware to catch cheaters?
Doesn't Steam do that? Isn't that how you get like banned from Counter-Strike?
I don't know exactly how they do it.
Counter-Strike has a VAC system that it's in place for several games on Steam, but it's not in place for all of them. There are, I don't know if, well, FromSoft doesn't do, like, it doesn't search your computer, but FromSoft does something very similar to what BattlEye does with Battlefield. It basically compares your stats. Like in Battlefield, what they do is they compare the programmed performance of weapons and the programmed performance of classes against how you're actually performing. So, like, there's bullet drop in Battlefield. So if the weapon you're using is using an aimbot, which basically ignores those programmed rules, and you're getting headshots every time, that comparison system will ban you because it's not it's behavior that shouldn't exist in the game.
Right, it's basically defying the laws of the in-game physics.
Right. So what FromSoft does with games like Dark Souls or Dark Souls, Bloodborne, I don't think has cheats, but Dark Souls, what they'll do is, like, if suddenly your character has things that they shouldn't, or if they have bosses dead that they shouldn't, it'll basically say, you spawned those in, those are illegal, you're banned. if you start a new character and you kill Eudex Gundyr, who's the first boss in the game, and all of a sudden you have 10 million souls, it's going to say you have 10 million souls and you've been playing for 20 minutes. That's not how this game works, and you'll get an invalid data error. And they'll soft ban you first, and then they'll permanently ban you if you continue. So I have seen server versus client comparison, but I don't think I've ever heard of anything so brazen as for a gaming developer to put in what amounts to spyware to search your computer. Now there are terms of service that basically said we're going to collect data off of your gameplay experience and we're going to use that to improve your title, which to me loosely translates to
we're going to be looking around at your shit.
Cheat, we're fucking with you. Yeah, so I mean, it doesn't surprise me that this has happened at all.
Right. Yeah, that was my thing is, there seemed to be a lot of people that were very surprised by this, and it's like, I mean, I don't know, to me, it's not very surprising. I mean, I would expect this to be happening all the time. Maybe that's just me kind of used to the nature of Big Brother, whether it's in, the form of the government or, anybody that's in a authoritative position, but, it doesn't surprise me at all. So I want to move on now to a news story that I assure you will surprise fucking no one. So, news story recently came out that a source close to DICE Studios stated that DICE is investigating how a massive last player standing mode would work with its current mechanics. Studio has not yet approved its Battle Royale for release, and it is still in the prototype phase. However, if DICE decides it's happy with what it has, it will not be ready in time for initial release. Woohoo for Battle Royale fucking DLC in the next fucking Battlefield. Now, obviously, none of this is confirmed yet. However, how could you not expect it at this point? We just talked last week in the podcast about how the next Call of Duty, Black Ops 4, is dropping single player in the single player campaign in favor of expanded multiplayer, including potentially a Battle Royale mode, which has been now confirmed by two separate sources. Well, not confirmed, but stated by two separate sources. And now it's coming out that DICE is working on their own Battle Royale mode, which is exactly what we talked about last week with, everybody's going to follow suit now. Now, my question is here, because it was also already rumored that the next Battlefield is going to be World War II. So now we're going to basically see Battlefield playing catch up to Call of Duty if they do World War II and then Call of Duty does Battlefield. So Call of Duty does Battle Royale. So then Battlefield does Battle Royale. And it's just a never-ending vicious cycle of fucking pixelated diarrhea that just keeps getting recycled over and over and over and over. And it's like, what in the fuck happened? These used to be two of the most original titles on the planet. And Battlefield to me has just gone further and further and further down the fucking hole. I remember Battlefield 4. I legit enjoyed Battlefield 4. I've played through the campaign multiple times. I never really got into the multiplayer all that much. But I did appreciate the multiplayer. It was Call of Duty plus, basically, when it came to the multiplayer in my mind. It was very much so still the run and gun shit, but it was a little more in-depth. You had a lot more weaponry. You had all the vehicles and stuff. It was, like I said, it was basically Call of Duty plus. And then this new one, Battlefield 1, I checked that out and, instantly 99% of the fucking people are running around with fully automatic fucking weapons and shit. Guys have submachine guns. Guys have fucking 1x optics with, a simple dot in them, basically, red dot minus the fucking battery. And I mean, just all kinds of crazy prototype fucking weaponry. And it's dude, at least in Battlefield 4, all the shit that you guys used was real, aside from, the 2034 or whatever stuff, like the railgun and shit like that. But it was all real weaponry that was used in that current time. This, like, they go to do World War One, and like I said, like, everybody's got fucking machine guns, everybody's got fucking SMGs and shit, and it's like, even yourselves admit that these were prototype fucking weapons that no one actually, like, there's weapons that no one ever actually used in combat. They never seen the field, and you can have 15 fucking dudes out of 64 out there running around with it. Like, dude,
Yep.
this is just
That
like,
was a.
this is Call of Duty, or this is Battlefield 1 skin with basically Battlefield 4 fucking mechanics, because everyone has a machine gun, everyone's got, you know, high rates of fire, so your time to kill is still only 1 to 2 seconds, because everybody thinks it's boring to have a bolt action fucking rifle. Well, I hate to fucking burst the bubble, kid, but in 1917, everybody had bolt action fucking rifles.
Yes.
They had such an opportunity to do something different too, and it's not like a game can't. It's not like a game like that can't be successful with that. Like Dice or EA rather had this opportunity to do something completely like different with Battlefield 1. I remember I'm like, oh fuck, dude, it's World War 1. Oh, everyone's gonna have like bolt action rifles, and it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, like I was expecting trenches, fucking artillery constantly. You got a fucking trench gun.
Yeah.
Have at it.
Yeah. And it's really just like a reskinned Battlefield 4.
Yeah.
It's just Battlefield 4, 1911 or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not like that can't. And I know like one of the arguments that would be made is, oh, well, that's boring. That's bullshit that it's fucking boring, because Red Orchestra 2 is an incredibly successful World War II franchise. Or game rather, specifically Red Orchestra 2.
Yeah.
And the bulk of the maps are fucking Russia versus Germany. And guess what? Both of those forces, primary riflemen, had bolt action rifles. And that's pretty much all that you use. There are classes that have SMGs, there are classes that have like the heavy machine guns, but like primarily it's just the fucking rank and file riflemen with Mosins and Kar 98s, and that's it. And people have a ball playing those. People have a blast playing that game.
Yeah, and like Axial says in chat, a lot of the weapons that they have in Battlefield 1 are beyond even what they have had in World War 2. And I mean, that's absolutely correct. I mean, like, guys running around with bars. Like, bars were uncommon even in fucking World War 2 because they were still being developed. They were just coming out, despite that, it technically came out in 1917. The BIR was still pretty fucking rare in World War 2. You didn't have guys running around with, rifles that had a 10 or a 15 round magazine. The standard issue rifle was a fucking M1 Garand. It's as to where,
like,
in Battlefield 1, everyone's got a fucking 10 round strip clip. And it's like, what the fuck? Or dude's got fucking belt fed machine guns that they're running around with. And it's like, dude, the Lewis, when it was introduced, changed the entire face of human conflict. And you guys have motherfuckers running around in suits of armor, basically carrying a Lewis gun. And it's like, no, like, not only are you fucking making things, using shit that is so far beyond this time period, like, you're doing a huge disservice to what that combat was actually like and how fucking brutal it was because of the limited weaponry that they had. Because you didn't have a fucking handheld machine gun that you could go in and clear out a trench. You had a rifle that you could fire off one round every 2 seconds with because it's fucking bolt action. And oh, by the way, you only have 5 rounds in that strip clip before you have to reload. So when you do jump down in that trench, enjoy, because the 30 guys that are in that fucking trench are about to mollywop the fuck out of you because, oh, they're out of ammo, so they're just going to club you to death with anything within their reach.
Like I get like what they were doing, because to be fair, like Dice has always kind of done that. They've always implemented weapons. A lot of the weapons were like prototypes that never actually really saw. Like the XM8, I think, is in Bad Company 2. And that weapon never actually, like, that never weapon, like, yeah, that weapon never really like existed. Like it was a prototype, it was pitched, but it just never got adopted by anybody.
Mhm.
And that's in the game, and it's got a 40 millimeter under barrel launcher and everything like that. And it's a good weapon in the game, but like it's not. But Bad Company 2 is like contemporary. It's like in the near future. So
Right.
like that's okay to add things. You can't fuck up history because you're not writing history here. You're just it's
Right.
fiction.
Or even, Battlefield 4 that is modern day, like I was saying, they use modern day weaponry. Yeah, they had future DLC that added like futuristic shit, but still the base game itself used modern weaponry. That is all real shit that is used, but yeah, anyways, no fucking surprise whatsoever that DICE is going to be adding a battle royale mode. Do you guys think that DICE will be able to add anything to kind of the battle royale genre? Do you think they'll be able to make it unique in any way?
It'd be nice. Oh,
with
sorry.
with loot boxes.
Yeah.
Well, we've already had that chat last week, so
Yeah, I'm sure
hopefully
I'm sure they'll try and figure out something. But after the fucking beating EA's taken lately, maybe not. Oh, I'm telling you, they fucking, like, EA basically, any of you that were, I guess, that are old enough that got into fucking UFC when it really first started getting popular, or remember when it first started getting popular, the first series of Ultimate Fighter, Stephen Bonner, Forrest Griffin. The fight for the finale of Ultimate Fighter, the two of them, I mean, fucking, they threw the fuck down for 15 minutes straight. EA looks like Stephen Bonner at the end of that fucking fight. Like, they are just bloodied and bruised. Like, they're over there screaming, "Cut me, Mick. Please cut me." But yeah, they're pretty fucking beat up right now. And actually, it's getting worse. Because that brings us to our next story. The Dutch Gaming Authority have finally published their results on their research into loot boxes of 10 popular games. And they have found that 4 out of those 10 games to be in violation of the Dutch gambling laws, and criticized the other 6 for walking a very fine line. Now, they didn't reveal the name of these 4 companies, of the 4 games. However, they did say that letters have been issued to these companies, giving them 8 weeks to cease their current practices or face fines and potential bans. So I would have to assume that EA is in on one of the 4. I don't know. Maybe they could be some totally obscure fucking Chinese developers that are just, sketchy as fuck because they're in China and there's nothing anybody can do about it anyways.
China
But
doesn't really give a shit about microtransactions. That whole gaming market over there is like catered towards it. For some reason, they're just okay with it, I guess.
yeah.
It's just weird.
I also read an article recently that said that like they were talking about PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds and the rampant cheating problems, and there's a lot of people who want PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds to be regionalized, because the Chinese, I guess, don't have as much of a problem, at least in China. They don't have as much of a problem with cheating.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
As we do. And so they want it regionalized, and I'm like, great. So let's just separate the gaming community instead of dealing with the problem.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I mean, there's like 3 billion of them. What do we get them away?
Jesus.
Get them the fuck away with their fucking Dells, with their cheating Dells.
Yeah. Heckman is right in chat though that DICE will own the vehicle combat when it comes to battle royale.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, I was gonna say that. Like, you moved on before I could.
Yeah, they
before I could
do.
answer.
They do vehicle combat pretty well.
Yep. And
They-
it'll be nice. Oh, sorry.
They do, but the one time that they tried to turn it into something amazing, they fucked it in the ass. Because we all know that the least popular game ever in Battlefield was Battlefield Hardline.
Yeah.
And Hotwire was supposed to be the mode that defined the new generation of massive shooting.
See, but that would have been
was garbage.
That would have been popular as fuck if it was in the militarized area where, say the vehicle that you had to get a hold of had like a dirty bomb in it. Like if they were to put that into Battlefield 4, you had to fucking get a hold of a van and get it back to your safe point because that van has, weaponized uranium in it. It would have been hugely fucking popular.
Yeah.
And
Heckman is right too. Hotwire wasn't armored combat. It was just basically cops and crooks shooting at each other. But so I think if they expand upon what Hotwire was trying to do and allow for armored combat or allow people to gather materials to make armored vehicles, I think that would be a step in the right direction.
Which coincidentally is exactly what we're doing in GTA is cops and robbers, and that's hugely fucking popular. So there you go, Dice.
Yes.
So what were you gonna say, Loster?
Well, I would say it'd be nice to finally have a battle royale game. Now, like I know that like there's H1Z1, you got H1Z1, you got PUBG, you got there's a fucking billion of them, but like the big
Fortnite,
ones, H1Z1,
Escape
PUBG,
from Tarkov.
Fortnite. Well, Tarkov is not a BR. Is there a BR mode now?
It is a persistent battle royale.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be amazed if they very fucking shortly here added a straight up, traditional battle royale.
If they just abandon the whole game and just make it a BR game.
Wouldn't surprise me at all.
It would be nice to get, with the exception of Fortnite, but Fortnite's not really my style. It's like, I don't particularly enjoy Fortnite, but it would be great to get a battle royale game that out of the box, out of the gate, has a fucking good frame rate, and that looks decent. Because that's one thing
and that's something that DICE can do.
Granted,
their servers are going to crash, and you're not going to be able to play for like the first 2 weeks, but still, it'll look pretty.
And then EA will try to sell you a rented dedicated server.
Yeah. But I mean, that's going to be the same thing with, Activision with Call of Duty. It'll be the same way.
Sure.
It'll be very well ran. Servers are going to run like shit at first because they always underestimate how many millions of fucking people are going to want to play it on launch night because they're retarded. But yeah.
Yeah, after like 12 years now.
Yeah. But my thing was with this Dutch Gaming Authority, deciding that these 4 games are against Dutch gambling laws. I'm sorry, I'm not well traveled enough. Is the Netherlands part of the EU? They are, correct? I'm not sure, honestly. Do either of you know if the Netherlands are in the EU, the European Union?
Oh, off the top of my head, you got me.
Yeah.
Netherlands, as founding member, was one of the first wave EU countries to adopt the euro in 1989.
Oh, okay. So they are part of the European Union. So that to me was what I was most interested in. Obviously, the fact that they decided these are against our gambling laws and stuff, that is huge. But also, it's huge that they're a part of the EU because generally in the EU, when one country leans one way, the rest tend to follow, with exception to the island that nobody recognizes anymore, as part of the EU. So my question is, with the Dutch authorities making this decision, do you guys think we're going to start seeing other members of the EU start making the same decision? Are we going to see, France and Germany and so on, and Belgium probably very shortly, since they were also one that started an investigation? Do you guys think we're going to see these other countries in the EU start making the same decision and say, hey, this shit's illegal, it needs to stop, it does break gambling laws?
Does the Netherlands have that kind of influence? Do they set trends? I never heard of the hot new trends coming out of the Netherlands.
When it comes to laws, yes. You have to remember the Netherlands is where The Hague is. I mean, that's national court. International court. So the world court is in the Netherlands. So they're kind of seen as not really the governing body, but they're the neutral guy that everybody goes to and says everybody can agree that the Netherlands are the nicest people. So let's work with them.
I don't agree with that. Sal's an asshole.
Well, see, he's trying to buck the trend. That's all it is.
He is trying to set new trends.
Yeah, exactly. He's just, young and trying to rebel.
Asshole Netherlands.
You should play GTA with him. He's a piece of shit. simply.
So the time has finally come. We have to talk about God of War. It's a game that I'm hugely interested in right now. Like I said at the start of the show, I am seriously considering picking up a fucking PS4 off of like Craigslist or something to play God of War and other PlayStation exclusives like Horizon Zero Dawn. I really want to play that. But
Dude, that game is so amazing.
I know it looks
oh my
fucking
god,
beautiful.
it's so sexy.
but
Holy shit!
especially God of War. I've watched a couple hours of gameplay from Goldie. Granted, his gameplay like made me want to punch him through my monitor because God does he suck at video games sometimes. But I still love him because he perseveres no matter what. But it just like I watched from the very start and the opening, I guess, screen, if you will, is amazing. You hit play and it just immediately goes into the game. There's no fade to black, fucking metal. That's a Metallica reference for those of you that aren't old enough to know fade to black.
I like that you quantified the Metallica reference, but you didn't quantify the fucking Tremors reference that you made earlier.
Yeah. Did you guys see that they actually just came out with a new Tremors? Tremors: A Cold Day in Hell.
Really?
Oh my god, does it look
Is it
bad?
in the snow?
Oh
Is it
my,
in the snow?
yeah, it's like in Antarctica or some shit. But the fucked up thing is, because they couldn't afford to actually film somewhere that far away, like it looks like it's in Canada, but there's not really a ton of snow. So like Burt Gummer's out there in like full snow camo, but it looks like it's in my backyard. Like there's no snow, just a bunch of pine trees and shit.
Tremors is like last generation Sharknado.
Pretty much, yeah. Which is so disappointing because god damn it, the first two were fucking amazing. Yes, the second one started going towards the B movie, incredibly cheesy side of it. The third one definitely jumped the shark on that aspect with the ass blasters. But god damn it, I still love it. Burt Gummer's my hero. Fuck, you're gonna get me on a fucking rant for like 45 minutes about fucking Tremors. I am completely
Dude, Tremors 1
out
is like
of
almost a
ammo.
perfect-
This has
it's
never
almost
happened
a
to me
perfect
before.
movie.
Yeah, it is. I
It's
absolutely
a little
love
bit of
that movie.
everything.
Are the actors from the old Tremors still alive? Kevin Bacon
Bacon's
is.
still alive. Is Mr. Miyagi still alive?
No. Fred
he passed
Ward.
away.
I'm not sure if Fred Ward is still alive or not. I know he was on. I mean, I've seen him on like TV spots and here and there as like little guest appearances, but I don't. And also, he's done some movies here and there. And Fred Ward is still fucking awesome. But I don't know. I don't know if he's still around or not. Yes, broke into the wrong goddamn rec room, didn't you? All right, we gotta move on. So,
God of War.
yeah, God of War. The entire game is one continuous camera shot. It never goes to like a traditional loading screen or anything like that. It's one continuous camera shot. Even when it goes into a quote unquote cutscene, you're still
right.
focused on Kratos, and
That's right.
it seamlessly goes in and out of cutscenes or non-controllable situations, basically. Because I don't even really consider them cutscenes because they don't take you out of the game at all. Like I said, it just seamlessly goes between them.
Well, and it's the rendering. You know how sometimes like I mean, you see it in older games where it'll do that smooth camera transition from gameplay to cutscene, but the cutscene
Is in 30
because it's-
FPS.
Well, no. The cutscene is like pre-rendered, and so it looks 1,000 times
Oh,
sexier
yeah.
than the rest
Yeah,
of the game.
Hell's Highway does that.
Yeah, and then when it tries to do that slick transition back into the gameplay, like the frame rate drops again and shit's just terrible.
I think Killzone did that too.
Killzone had some moments like that too, but for me, playing God of War, there was no image fidelity loss.
Yeah, I couldn't tell the difference.
Any transition.
No.
It is so fucking perfect. And like I was looking at your discussion notes, and I gotta tell you, it warms my soul to see that the lead dev was crying.
Oh my god,
about
yeah.
his review.
Guys, we have to talk about this. And I feel horrible that I don't have his name written down here. I should, because just the fact that he had the balls to put a video on YouTube of him reacting to seeing the Metacritic score the first time, like huge kudos for that. But I sat there and watched the whole video. Like it's, I don't know, I think it's like 8 minutes long or so. But he basically, the start of the video, he explains how happy he is that the game is out and how proud he is of the game, and this has been 5 years of his life that he's basically poured his heart and soul into. I mean, you can tell that this guy is just genuinely fucking passionate about this game. Before he even looks at anything, you can just tell, like,
Corey Barlog?
Corey, what was that? Marlog?
Corey Barlog?
Barlog?
B-A-R-L-O-G.
Okay. So, I mean, you guys can, look it up on
got
YouTube. Yeah, if you can throw a link in chat, please.
That's it.
So, as I said, before he even looks at anything, you can tell that this guy is legitimately passionate about this game. And so, the thing that I love, he's wearing glasses, and he opens it up, like, he starts getting emotional talking about the game and takes his glasses off. And you can tell he's like welling up and getting ready to cry just talking about how proud he is of the game. And then he, refreshes the page, and this is on launch day, refreshes the page and sees that the game already has a 95 on Metacritic, which is insane. I mean, that's like, pardon the pun, but I mean, that's a godlike score to get a 95 on Metacritic. And the instant he sees it, like, you just see him break. Instantly the faucet is turned on and he starts crying. And it sounds wrong to say, but it was so nice and so refreshing to see a game developer react like that to, the reviews of his game. And, granted, it's always easier to react in a good way to good reviews, but still the fact that, he is so fucking passionate about this game that upon seeing that it's, people say it's good, his reaction is basically to sit there for what seems like a decent amount of time just in silence, basically sobbing that people like what he just spent 5 years of his life on. And like, I instantly was like, I'll support this guy. If they make this a series of God of War games, and he's, the lead dev or whatever that's working on them throughout that series, if I have a way to support him, I'm going to try and do it. Whether it just be advertising the fucking game, buying them, whatever. I want to support this guy because I want people this passionate about something that I love.
Well, and the thing, I think I mentioned it to you before we went live on this podcast, and hopefully this will stir up some hype for Mr. Balrog or Barlog. I read an article recently online that said that this God of War is only the beginning of Kratos' new story. So I'm sure you can expect DLC. I'm sure you can probably also expect either a trilogy or a series of trilogies. Maybe they'll even do 2 trilogies out of this. But the fact that this guy is this hell-bent on spending 5 years of his life turning something into a masterful work of art, the fact that this guy can now continue from here and make this I mean, everybody freaked out about the original God of War trilogy, and there were high points and low points. I think that Corey has really created a platform for himself to say, this is what passionate developers can do if you just have faith. You've got these major devs and these major publishers who just put out cash cows to make money, and then you've got, we're just going to bring them up, CD Projekt Red and guys like Corey who are like, it's not about the money. The money is nice, but making a game that makes you someone that people believe in,
Mhm.
that's what's important. And so kudos, man. My hat's off to
Oh,
the
absolutely.
lead dev on this. He fucking rocked it.
And that, that was another thing to me, that his first thought wasn't, granted, it may have been, he maybe just didn't film it, but I would assume, his first thought wasn't, let's look at our opening sales number, our opening weekend or opening week sales number, whatever it was. I want to go look at the Metacritic score and see what people think of this game. Not, how many millions of copies have we sold. It's, are people enjoying this thing that I created? And when he gets confirmation of that, the fact that he breaks down like that, to me, that was huge. And like I said, I definitely support that guy. And it makes me even more so want to get a PlayStation to further support this developer now. So from what I've watched of it, and Shank has been able to play it, from what I've seen of it, it has amazing storytelling, man. Like, even just like the first 10 minutes of the game just instantly grabs you, and it's like, fuck, man. Like, just the opening scene of Kratos cutting down a tree and carrying it, over to the dock and getting in the boat with his kid. And I'm like, I don't care if they just row their happy asses down this river. I want to know what they're talking about. Like, I'll sit here and watch this motherfucker drag this big ass log down the river for the next 30 minutes if it's Christopher Judge talking. Which I have in my notes here. Amazing fucking voice acting from Christopher Judge. I mean, my God. I've praised multiple voice actors. One of my favorites will always be Mark Hamill for the Joker. I mean, for me, he will always be the Joker. Obviously, many people hail wow, now I feel horrible that I can't remember his name, but it's typical.
Heath Ledger.
There we go, Heath Ledger. Many people hail him. Obviously, he did an amazing job as the Joker. But for me, the Joker, basically from now on, will always be Mark Hamill. When I hear the Joker, I think of Mark Hamill. Same as, when I hear Batman, I think Kevin Conroy. But, Kratos has a very unique voice. Christopher Judge has a very unique voice. And his delivery in this game of being kind of that stern, emotionless almost character, I can understand why they chose him, because of his work playing as Teal'c, who was very similar in terms of just character and so on. But I mean, just the opening scene or whatever, when he was like sung get in the boat or whatever, and I was just like, holy fucking shit. And then when he basically puts his hand around the back of the kid's neck and is basically doing his own version of comforting the kid, telling him to block your heart to it or whatever, when it comes to killing. And it's like, oh my fucking God, dude, this is like the virtual version of Clint Eastwood in Unforgiven. Like, this is fucking amazing.
Well, the other thing that I like, and the last game that really did this, was The Last of Us, between Joel and Ellie. But Kratos and Atreus have this organic relationship as father and son.
Oh, yeah, very believable.
Like, I loved the scene in the very beginning when he's teaching, I love it when he tells Atreus, "You're going to hunt," and he says, "You're going to hunt, I think, elk," and he's like, "Which direction?" And he's like, "In the direction of elk."
Oh no, it's deer. Yeah, it's deer. He was like, "Go hunt deer," and he's like, "Well, which direction do I go?" "In the direction of deer." I was like, that is fucking. That is exactly something that my father would say to me. Like, wherever the deer are, dumbass, fucking go.
And It is because, and the other thing that I like about Atreus is I love the fact that Atreus is part of combat. He's not the helpless sidekick that you escort around. In that way, he's very much like Elizabeth in BioShock Infinite. Like he distracts enemies. You can actually unlock an ability where he will heal you in combat. If you don't have the time to run over and pick up a healing item, he'll toss it to you.
Right, but he is still vulnerable, which is cool. He's not like, oh, I'm the son of Kratos, you know, I can fucking do anything and, you know, this and that. It's like, no, he can shoot some arrows and distract some motherfuckers and help you out, but he's not a demigod. You know, he's not going to be out there ripping the heads off of fucking beasts with you.
Well, and with Atreus, you get to see like that scene where you shoot the deer and you have to chase it through the woods, and then Kratos has to force Atreus to stab it in the neck and kill it. I'm like, holy fuck. That's like every child's first experience with death is like, you can't turn away from it. You have to acknowledge this is going to fucking happen. And this kid, like, he stabs the deer and then he breaks down crying. And then you get to see that moment with Kratos where you can tell as a father that
he wants to comfort him.
He wants to comfort him, but he's like, my son has to learn that this is life. That internal conflict is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I should point out, guys, the stuff that we're talking about is very much so not spoilers. I mean, this is shit that takes part in the first, like, 5 to 10 minutes of the game and has, you know, nothing as far as, like, story developments or anything like that. So, yeah, the voice acting, not just from Christopher Judge. I mean, every scene that I've seen so far, the voice acting is on point. It's just Christopher Judge, obviously, you know, playing Kratos, he has a large number of lines and has a very unique and distinctive voice and kind of cadence to him. So it's really, you can really pick it out. But just the storytelling altogether is absolutely amazing. Like I said, in the first, you know, 10 minutes of the game, if it doesn't fucking grab you by the short and fucking curlies, like, you probably shouldn't be playing video games. But the other reason that I'm seriously interested in playing this is because now this is all centered, this Kratos story is centered around Norse mythology, which is a huge passion of mine. I went through mythology classes in high school. I took both Greek and Norse mythology, and I've always had a fascination with Norse mythology. I mean, most of my family does. I mean, I have a fucking nephew that's named after a Norse god. So I love everything to do with that area. And I'm interested to see what characters from Norse mythology are actually in there. You know, I've heard reference in one of the scenes to Odin. I don't know whether or not Odin is actually in the game or not. I've seen, you know, there's like a challenge to destroy his ravens, which is kind of weird because in the game there's like 50 of them or some shit total that you can destroy. Odin only has 2 ravens. They have actual names. I can't fucking remember them because I can never remember shit. But he has 2 ravens. Like, it's kind of weird to me that they're having you fucking kill like 30 ravens or whatever. But it's at least cool that they reference that Odin, you know, uses ravens to see what's going on in Midgard and so on when he doesn't actually want to go down there. I'm interested to see what other large characters are in the game. You know, is Loki in the game? Is Thor in the game? Is Fenrir in the game? I know that Jormungandr is in the game, the World Serpent. When I seen that Jormungandr was in the game, I instantly thought, oh Jesus, are they about to have Kratos go through Ragnarok and take the place of Thor? Because I really, really fucking hope they aren't. I don't know if Hel is in the game, or, you know, a lot of kind of the outlying characters. But I really hope that they don't have Kratos go through the events of Ragnarok, or if they do, don't have Kratos, try and make it out like Kratos is the one that kills Fenrir and Jormungandr and all of that. Granted, not that I'm saying this has to follow Norse mythology and Thor is the one to end Ragnarok and this and that, but still, it's like that's kind of the biggest story in all of Norse mythology is Thor sacrificing himself to save Midgard. So could we, maybe not fuck that up in a video game? So we'll see. Maybe I'll see if I ever end up buying it. I don't know. But it's, to me, that's a world that I really want to immerse myself in all of that mythology. And like I said, see if those other big characters are there and, see if they do go through Ragnarok and if they do it properly and not fuck it up like the movie Thor did. Because fuck off. Don't get me wrong. I love the movie. I love the movie Thor Ragnarok. I think it's the best of the fucking 3 so far. But they should have named it fucking something else because that was not fucking Ragnarok. Like that's an insult to the story of Ragnarok.
So have you seen? I won't spoil who it is, but have you seen the first like mini boss fight?
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. It's so
good.
With no spoilers, like it's on my VOD from when I played God of War, but the first mini boss you fight is just called the Stranger.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're familiar at all with Norse mythology,
you know who the Stranger is.
Easy to pick out who it is. But that fight was so insane. I was laughing. Like I was reduced to hysterics because that fight was so brilliantly done. And we talk about the writing, we talk about the storytelling. I got to tell you, the writing was such that when the Stranger spoke and the things that he said, I could feel Kratos's anger.
Right.
Like,
well, that's one thing that
so good
that I wanted to point out is because, like you said, the storytelling is so good and the writing is just done so well that from what I've seen, when you do go into combat, and again, I'm playing this vicariously through, another streamer, when you do go into combat and you do defeat enemies, you feel accomplished and you're like, yeah, fuck you. I just beat your ass, right. And that first fight, like you said, with the Stranger, like when I watched Goalie play that and when he got done with that fight, like even myself watching was like, holy fuck, I can let out a sigh of relief. Like, Jesus Christ, that was a fucking battle, dude. Damn.
It's physically exhausting to watch that fight.
Yeah.
When you're playing in it and you're having to keep up with all the like buttons and shit. Dude, I finished and I was like, oh my god, he's finally dead.
Right. Well, that's
shit.
I was watching a story that Pretty Good Gaming did about God of War, and they were, just talking about the game in general. And they were talking about the combat, saying that it's a mix between Bloodborne and the Batman Arkham series. And I can totally see that 100% because it does have the very fast-paced, hit the right button at the right time, type of coordination that's needed in Bloodborne. And it's also got that physicality of Batman of the Arkham series where, when you curb stomp a motherfucker's head, you feel like you just crushed his skull. Like that to me is important when it comes to a brawling type situation like that. Like I want to be able to drink the blood through that guy's fucking nostrils when I am done, when I render his fucking skull from his body.
Well, and the other thing that's nice, and don't let this scare you off, anybody who struggles with like Dark Souls or Bloodborne, because those games do require an incredible amount of finesse.
Yeah, I don't think it's that same level.
It's not. And the reason that I bring this up is like during my fight with the Stranger, I did notice that there are nuances about the combat system that they're passable if you can do them, but mastery is what makes them amazing. Case in point, one of the things that the Stranger does is charges at you, and you either block it or you parry it.
Yeah,
And
getting
if
that
you
parry off on
it-
that is huge.
Yeah, and the parry, it does one of two things. If you parry late or early, he'll parry the shot and the Stranger will fall back a little bit. But if you parry it perfectly, Kratos will not only parry it, but he'll swing his axe over the shield and get in a free hit. And so it encourages you to learn the system first of all, but then it encourages you to master it, to make the fight flow and make combat easier. But it's not absurd down to like Dark Soul and Bloodborne where it has to be the exact right frame. There's some forgiveness there, but it's enough to be challenging, but it's also lax enough that it encourages anybody to try it.
Yeah.
And it's really good. Jesus.
Yeah, I definitely think that the statement that it's an amalgamation between Arkham and Bloodborne is 100% true based on what I've seen. You know, it's got the brutality of Arkham, but it's not as easy. It's more akin to Bloodborne or Dark Souls or stuff like that.
Right.
So, I fucking want to play this game so much. So the last thing I wanted to talk about here is something that immediately piqued my interest, and that is Kratos' weapon, which is no longer, the chain daggers and stuff like that. He's got a monster fucking bearded axe. Which I see a bearded axe, I'm instantly like half-mast. It doesn't matter what's going on. So to see this bearded axe with all of these runes and stuff in it, I'm like, hey, that looks pretty cool. I've seen other Norse weapons in mythology with runes like that. And sure as shit, watching some gameplay, you can throw this axe.
Yes.
And then you can call it back to you, and it comes flying back to your hand, much like it's very popularized now in Marvel movies with Thor and Mjolnir. Mjolnir, by the way, is the name of his fucking hammer. Okay, Thor's hammer has a name. It's Mjolnir, not just called Thor's hammer. And so I know at one point you meet the guy that supposedly built your axe or something like that. But I'm curious to find out if there is any relation between this axe that Kratos is carrying and Mjolnir. If there's, because in everything that I've seen from Norse mythology, Mjolnir was the only weapon that had that capability to basically fucking return to sender on command. So I'm very interested to find out whether or not there is any correlation between this axe and Mjolnir. Is it imbued with the same powers that, Odin put into Mjolnir? Was it, maybe comprised from a collapsing star? How did this thing come about? So I'm interested to see.
Well, and the other thing that I had a few moments where I would throw the axe and it even pops up and it tells you that, the axe really isn't necessary in all combat.
No, not at all.
You can use use bare fists.
Oh yeah,
and
you
that
can
actually
Mike
builds
Tyson
up
the
more
fuck out of dudes.
Yeah, and it builds up more stun to fight without your axe. It is more stunning, and it opens up other elements of the combat system. But there were a couple of times that I went just full retard
And forgot your axe?
the axe and fucking walk away.
Yeah.
And when you do that and you hit return, it's got to fly back to you from wherever it was. So if you need it right away, you're going to be waiting a second for that thing to get back to you.
Yeah, and I love that it just, like, if it's way back behind you, it doesn't just instantly appear in your hand. It's got to physically fly from where the fuck you were at to get back to you. And that also is another thing that, I see that and I think of Mjolnir. It was Obviously very, I guess, well known in Norse mythology that Mjolnir would always return to Thor no matter what was in its way. Nothing could stop that hammer from getting back to Thor's hand. It could traverse through an entire planet, as in like through it, not across it, through a planet to get back to Thor's hand. So it's cool to see that, you know, it's got a little bit of that. Granted, it's not busting through walls and mountains and shit, but it will fucking find its way back to you. It just takes a minute.
Yeah.
So no, Odin didn't make Mjolnir. He imbued it with the runes that give it power. He didn't actually craft the hammer. So I guess overall, what's your opinion on God of War? Not that I even need to ask. I already fucking know. But if somebody owns a PlayStation, should they get it?
If you own a PlayStation and you don't own God of War, you are doing it wrong.
Well, there you go. And if you're like me and don't own a PlayStation, probably going to end up getting a fucking PlayStation.
You are also doing it wrong.
And again, it's not just so I can play God of War. Like, I'm not going to go buy a secondhand fucking PS4 for like 150, 175 bucks, and then drop another 60 bucks just to play one game. Like, there is other exclusives. Like we had mentioned, Horizon Zero Dawn. We got the new Last of Us coming out. There's other exclusives that I would play with it. And, you know, me and Shank were talking earlier today about, you know, you don't need an Xbox anymore, things to play anywhere. So I have no reason to fucking. Plus, their exclusives suck dick. So it really doesn't matter. The only console I want at this point would be a PlayStation for the exclusives. Yeah, Nintendo's great, but Mario and Zelda aren't enough for me to justify going and buying a Switch or, you know, shit like that. But buying a secondhand PlayStation for like 150 bucks, yeah, I'm definitely flirting with the idea. So the last thing I want to talk about tonight is, you know, as one of those people who is constantly upgrading and trying to improve my rig and so on, I'm always browsing around Newegg and Amazon, just looking to see what's out there, you know, planning future stuff, so on and so forth. And if any of you are like that, you've probably seen what I'm about to talk about, and that is that fucking prices of video cards are finally coming down. Finally. You know, just a quick scan through Newegg, even last night, they've got 1070 Ti's for like 500 bucks, 1080s brand new for 600 bucks, which is pretty much what I paid for mine. The fucking shit over a year ago. So it's finally getting to a point where you can, you know, upgrade your system again, or, you know, build a new system, because I do quite often have guys come into chat say, you know, hey, what do you think about this for a build, or, you know, what do you recommend, or this or that. And, you know, lately it's always been, oh yeah, it's great, but, you know, you can't get a fucking video card right now, or right now is not the time to build a system because you can't get a video card, so on. But that's finally starting to change a little bit, and you can get your hands on a video card now. But my question is, with prices coming down in the current generation of cards, you know, it was rumored that Nvidia was going to announce their new cards this month. You know, we've only got a few days left, so that's looking less and less likely. With current prices and stuff, Shank, I'm not sure what you run in your rig, but with prices coming down, does this make you kind of look towards upgrading with current generation cards, or are you just going to sit back and wait for the next generation?
You know, I think what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to wait for the next gen to come out, because then the 1080s are going to come down again.
Right.
Now, that being said, I'm only 100 points behind. I run a 980 GTX. And for the gaming world, a 980 GTX will run pretty much anything you want at reasonable settings. I mean, I've never been one who has to run at like elite levels. I don't have to pump everything up to ultra. And in fact, the only person that I know personally, he's got a 1080, but he's a graphic designer. Like, he has to do rendering and that kind of stuff, and that's why he bought the 1080. Do I think they're nice? Yes. Do I judge people for having them? Absolutely not. They're fucking incredible. But
Very
do I
quickly,
need it right now? Not really.
Very quickly, Shank, I have to interrupt you. Guys, I am very, very sorry, but I do have to take a very quick break to take care of something. I will be right back. All right, we are back. Very, very sorry about that, guys. You know, I hate generally breaking in the middle of the show, but there are certain situations where dad voice is the only thing that will fucking take care of it. So, yeah, to continue on with what we were talking about, you know, with the prices coming down in current generation of cards, I definitely think it is a time where you can, you know, look at upgrading your system or even building a system if you're looking at getting into PC gaming. You know, whether or not it's worth waiting right now for the second generation or the new generation of cards to get announced, possibly. I mean, it really depends on, you know, how patient you want to be. You know, again, it's only rumored right now that Nvidia's new cards are going to be announced soon. For all we know, they could fucking wait until E3 to finally put them out there. We have no idea. But my thing is, and I don't know whether or not the two of you are actually still there. Do I still have guests with me, or am I just talking to myself?
I'm still here.
Okay, excellent. So I personally, I am one of those hardware whores. I'm constantly upgrading and, basically trying to be not necessarily on the bleeding edge. I mean, I don't have, like Titans and shit like that, but I do try to keep my stuff, I guess, above par. And my thing is, when it comes to PC gaming, that's kind of, I guess, the mindset of a lot of PC gamers that I know is that they are hardware whores. They do want to be kind of on that leading edge of technology, and they do always want to be upgrading and improving. As to where, console, it's, well, I'll buy the next generation of console when it's out in 4 or 5 years or whatever. As to where us, it's like, yeah, I just bought this video card. I'll be buying a new one next year for another $500 or $600 or whatever. Or yeah, I just got this new CPU for $400. I'll be buying a new one next year for $400. So it is a huge money sink. It doesn't have to be, obviously, but it is for some of us a huge money sink. But do you notice that trend? Do you think that's kind of a thing with PC gamers, and people that are like that tend to move from console gaming to PC gaming, those that want to be kind of on that leading edge of technology?
I think that, I mean, speaking as somebody who's on the high end of 30s, I had consoles when I was a kid, and consoles were great. They were easy. I don't want to say this as like a derogatory term, but consoles have kind of become the fast, cheap, and easy version of gaming.
Mhm.
And in that right, they're kind of fast food. If you want to get home and plug it in and play it, goddamn it, and you want to play it in the next hour, you buy a console.
Yeah.
And sometimes that console burger comes with fries and a drink. Namely, you get 3 months of PlayStation Plus and a free game for buying it.
Mm-hmm.
Kudos to that system, because my perspective on the console is that it introduces people to gaming. And there's that joke about PC Master Race, but I think really what Master Race is really going towards is the idea that you transcend just playing the game. As a PC gamer, you have to know your hardware. You have to know your limits. When you play a console, that console is the limit.
Yeah, when you buy a PlayStation and you go to fucking, Best Buy and pick up a game that has the PlayStation label on it or the Sony label, you don't have to say, can my PlayStation run this?
That's right. You don't have to go to System Requirements Lab.
Yeah.
And so I like the fact that PC gaming has that opportunity to consistently improve itself, to go beyond and to do incredible things. It gives you incentive to keep doing it.
Right.
Do I think that the cost of PC parts is absurd? Abso-fucking-lutely. I mean, simply the fact that you had to discuss this on a podcast, that video card prices are coming down, that is testament to the absurdity of the cost of PC hardware.
And, well, yes and no. Obviously everything is relative. When I take my experience into play here, as Crest said in chat, if cars weren't his money sink, his PC would be amazing. I know exactly how he feels, because when I got out of racing is when I got into PC gaming. And that now became where I put my money. So instead of spending $100 a night just in fuel, that's now money that I could spend on a PC. Instead of spending $1,000 on a new carburetor, that's parts I can be putting into my PC. So it is expensive to get into PC gaming in, relation to other gaming avenues. But in terms of other hobbies that you can have, it can be incredibly cheap by comparison. I have, in my race truck, I had as much money into basically the top end of my engine than more money into the top end of my engine than what I'll probably ever have into this tower sitting next to me.
Right.
It's nothing to have a $50,000 race engine. I'll never be able to build a $50,000 gaming computer.
That's right.
I mean, I maybe could if I were to fucking hit up like NASA, be like, hey, you guys got a yard sale going on? But it can't. To me, getting into PC gaming, I was like, oh, you mean I can fucking have hours of entertainment from this, and not have to drop $200 every weekend to go out and hang out with my friends because I'm not paying $7 a gallon for fuel.
That's right. It's funny you mention that too, because I remember years ago, I was playing online with a buddy, and I was getting ready to build my computer. And I asked him, I said, dude, how much, or how much money would you need to build the computer that you want? And he's like, okay, a gaming computer or the computer that I want? I said, no. I want to know the computer you want. He said, it would cost me about $100,000. I'm sitting there going, okay, listen. Movie theater sized triple monitors are
right.
Are not,
I was gonna say, was he trying to fucking make
assembly.
Elon Musk look like a bitch or something? Like,
No. I mean, he basically wanted to build like multiple computers into the same tower, a server.
That's not a computer.
Absurd amounts of hard. I know it's not a computer. It's a blowjob machine with no payoff. That's
right.
That's what the fuck it is.
But yeah, and also, Mike said in chat, firearms is another one. Firearms is another huge passion of mine.
Yeah.
Like, my daily carry, my 1911, cost pretty much as my tower. At that time when I got my Nighthawk, it's a Nighthawk Custom 2. It was out the door about $1,700 for one pistol.
Jesus.
Granted, I bought that when I fucking came home. So, when you have fucking basically $200,000 sitting in the bank, it's like, $1,700 is a drop in a bucket. But still, it's, there's definitely much more expensive hobbies out there that you can get into. But again, PC gaming can be insanely expensive, but it doesn't have to be. Like for me,
right.
I'm always upgrading my shit, not only to improve my experience, but also improve the experience of those watching my stuff, which is obviously why I play a game like ArmA that always looks like dog shit. It's for you guys. You're fucking welcome. But, I was thinking about this early this morning when I was typing all of this up, typing up all the new stuff for today. And I was looking around, and if you guys scroll down on Twitch, it has my gear list there of some of the stuff that I have. It doesn't have everything there because apparently the Amazon gear list limits you on the amount of shit that you can put in there. But I don't put that there so like people can buy the stuff that I have and fucking like I get my Amazon fucking kudos from it. It's more so because I have people ask what kind of microphone do you use? Like, that's the one I get the most is what kind of microphone do you use? And what kind of headset do you have? And this and that. That's why I put that shit there. But if I were to sit down and like update my PC part picker and just go through all of the shit that I have, aside from the power supply and the 1080 and the 8700 and Z370 fucking Mobo and the hard drives and the case and everything, that's just the tower. We're talking damn near a couple grand just in the tower. And then, you have 3 monitors and a 32-inch TV and mechanical keyboards and, mouse pad and the Stream Deck and a fucking $300 chair that I sit my happy ass in all day. And, then into the audio equipment, which I've been incredibly lucky that one of my friends is a music producer and is like, hey, you want this fucking $200 Yamaha fucking sound mixer? Yeah, sure. Hey, do you want this fucking studio quality mic boom? Yeah, sure. Hey, do you want this fucking like $200+ Behringer studio condenser microphone? Yeah, sure. So I've been very lucky with my audio equipment because I know musicians, but to sit down and actually look at everything here and, everything that's sitting on this fucking massive corner desk that was like $350, to look at the entire list of everything, not just the computer, but all the peripheral stuff that goes around it to increase my gaming experience and hopefully make the experience for those of you guys watching a little bit better, which is why I do want a high quality studio microphone and stuff, so you guys aren't having me rape your fucking eardrums when I, sniffle or something. Or the fucking cocksuckers with the boom microphone that don't realize you don't need the microphone inside your fucking tonsils for someone to hear you. So, it's just, it kind of takes me back when I actually look and realize how much I have put into what, most people would consider a hobby. Yes, I, technically do it as a job. It's not like something that you're going to make a full-time living off of, or at least I don't make a full-time living off of it, but it does kind of make me pause for a second and go, oh, holy shit. Like, over the years, I've put a lot of time and money into everything sitting here in front of me that I use pretty much every day.
That's right.
And, I'm incredibly fucking lucky in the stuff that I have, and the things that I've been able to acquire for my fucking command center, as Sig calls it. But I know, like, Loster, you play on a laptop, right?
Yeah.
So I don't mean that to fucking bust your balls, Loster. You don't have to fucking cry.
Poor people play video games too.
But that's my point, is you don't have fucking $5,000+ into your gaming setup, but you still play the same games I do.
Yeah.
They may not always look as pretty, but you're still playing them for a fraction of the fucking price.
Yeah, this laptop was $700.
Yeah, like I basically paid as much for my video card as you paid for your laptop, and you still play the same games.
By no means is it a potato, but it's obviously not fucking. I'm not winning any awards for it.
Right, but, you're not going to be able to keep up with my machine, but still, you're able to play the games.
Yeah. I can play Far Cry 5 with you. I can play ArmA. I can play ArmA at 8 frames as opposed to your 28 frames.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Flat in chat's amazing. The sound of disappointment was strong.
Yeah. Thanks, Flat. Yeah.
But that's the thing to me is you're still able to enjoy the same shit I am.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so it's one of those, like, when I have people ask me, hey, what do you use? Just because I use it doesn't mean I recommend that you should use it. I don't think that everyone should go out there and get a pair of Audio-Technica MX50 headphones. Yeah, I think they're amazing. They're great fucking headphones. Like, they're a next step down from, like, fucking high quality Behringer or, stuff like that. But do you have to have a fucking $150 or $200 set of headphones to play a game on a computer? No, fucking not at all. Like, go get a HyperX Cloud 2 for $100. Fucking works great. One of the most comfortable set of headphones I have ever worn, and that includes like high-end Sennheiser studio fucking headphones. HyperX Cloud 2 is amazing, great comfort. Not the greatest frequencies and so on, but they're a great headset for $100.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I do technically recommend Audio-Technica MX50s, but do you have to have them? No. If you're, building your first PC, I'm not going to tell you to go buy a fucking $200 Behringer studio microphone. There's no need for it. Again, grab a HyperX Cloud 2. You don't need a fucking $200 Yamaha sound mixer if you're just starting out streaming. You can do the exact same thing I do with a fucking regular headset. It's not a must have, you know. Yeah, or phone earbuds, exactly. But for me, I am such a audio snob that's why I want high quality microphone, because I know if I go into someone's stream and their mic sounds like dog shit, I won't watch it. I don't care if it's the most exciting gameplay I've ever seen in my life. I won't watch it because I can't get past the microphone and the shit audio quality.
Yeah, there's a lot of discussions online about like what to do in the beginning to really, like attract people to your stream, and almost every time the first hit is don't fuck up your audio.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can have a game that looks like absolute dog shit, but if you sound good, there's a lot of people who will actually sit there and continue to listen to you because they're like, oh my god, they don't sound like they're trying to clusterfuck my eardrum every time they go live.
I mean, hey, this fucking podcast is a perfect example because, there can be anywhere from fucking 10 to 30 plus people listening live. They're not even watching actual gameplay. They're watching like a week-old video of my gameplay of a game that looks like shit. But they'll still watch because audio's fairly decent most of the time. So, my channel is a perfect example of that. My channel is based on ArmA, a game that never fucking looks good when streamed or, recorded. Well, you can make it look pretty damn good when recording. But it never looks good streamed because of the artifacting and so on of the grass and shit like that and the pixelation.
Yeah.
But people still watch it, because apparently I don't sound like shit. Because as Drum says, I have the face for radio as well.
Cynthia says just listening to the dulcet tones.
Yeah. That's why the guys that I race with over at Race Department, they call me Hot Lips. Hot Lips Ohulan from MASH.
From MASH.
Yeah.
God,
I'm like,
now
all
we're
right,
really
fuck
going
all
back.
of you.
Oh man.
You could have at least called me like Wolfman.
I love
You
it.
could have at least
I
called me
love
like
MASH.
Wolfman Jack or something. Like, give me something a little bit fucking newer. Jesus. Well, actually, I don't know if MASH actually might be newer than Wolfman Jack. I'm not sure. Yeah, but either way. So yeah, when it comes to PCs, like I said, I'm definitely one of those hardware whores that I do always want kind of the best stuff when it comes to PC gaming, both for, your guys' enjoyment, but also for mine. That's why my ass is sitting in a $300 fucking reclining office chair. Yeah, it looks cool and it's fucking, it looks all racy and stuff, which is actually nice for when I'm playing my racing games. But it's also comfortable and it fucking reclines and I can kick back and pull my best Burt Gummer and be like, oh no, she's with family and she didn't like the way I handled the end of the Cold War. But, I spend a lot of time in this chair. Like last Sunday, I streamed OSUP from 1300 to like 1500. And then from 1600 to 1800, I did Havoc 1 platoon training. And then pretty much as soon as I got done out of that platoon training, I went into the server and started building the mission for Task Force Bravo. So from like 1800 to pretty much like 2230, I was in ArmA taking care of that stuff and then doing the debrief and stuff. And then finally I could break and go eat supper and all of that. So my ass spends a lot of time in the seat, so I wanted something comfortable, which is why I can justify spending like $350 on a Super Omega GT.
Can we kick Mike Iron Lance for sacrilege?
Your voice isn't accurate, bro. I got a lazy boy to accommodate me, my laptop. It's pretty great.
See, that is the nice thing when it comes to lappies is you can be sitting on the fucking couch playing a game. I have yet to actually figure out a way to fit a legit lazy boy, like up in the recess of my desk so that I could sit here and play in a lazy boy. But I would if I fucking could.
You know, that gets me thinking. That gets me thinking. I wonder if we could boondoggle a VA loan to make a gaming battle station handicapped accessible. Can we do that? I want my fridge. I want my TV. I want the recliner with
everything
the
within
massage
arm's
system.
reach.
Yes,
A
right.
Oh, that's
rotisserie.
you need one of the fucking recliners that's got the refrigerator in the armrest.
That's right.
Where did-
I'm gonna
where
see
did-
if I can
that was
boondoggle
on-
this shit out of the VA.
That was on Stay Tuned, wasn't it? Wasn't that on Stay Tuned? They had the recliner that had the toilet built into it. And it
I
had
don't.
the
I
fridge on
I
the
remember
side?
I seen it as a gag way back in the day on G4. On what the fuck was the gaming show that was on there?
X-Play?
Yeah, X-Play.
X-Play, yeah.
Yeah, I seen it on there as like a
Adam Sessler?
Adam Sessler, Morgan Webb. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like everybody in the early 2000s was in love with her. But yeah, I seen it on there as like some type of gag. But yeah, it had the toilet built into it, and it had a mini fridge fucking built into the armrest, and it had a remote control that was on like a leash, so you couldn't lose it.
I'm gonna get a handicapped accessible loan through the VA. Just
I swear to God,
turn my entire house into a man cave.
That's gonna drive me nuts. I swear to God, that's on Stay Tuned. Where he's flipping through where fucking what's his name is flipping through the channels. What's his name? John Ritter is flipping through the channels on the new Devil TV, and one of the commercials is for a fucking recliner that has like a remote built into it. It has you don't have to go to the bathroom. The seat just turns into a fucking toilet seat. It's got a fridge on the side of it with beer in it. Like it's the perfect guy chair.
See, Aaron's got the right idea. He said crowdfund
Yeah.
it. You'll sell $1 billion.
Yeah,
of
you'll
them.
make Star Citizen look like fucking broke ass bitches.
That's right.
So anyway, I guess the long route question for this topic is what are your guys' future plans? Do you have upgrades in mind that you want to make, or is it something that's constantly on your mind, like, ooh, I could upgrade this next, or I could do this next, or, I'm just waiting for this to come out so I can grab it, or so on? Like, do you guys have upgrades in mind that you're ready to pull the trigger once, the financial means are there?
Yeah, I mean, I've had my cart filled. I've filled my cart with like my dream setup.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was about $4,000, about 4,200 or something like that.
This
And that
fucking
was-
Christ.
Well, I mean,
Are you trying
tower-
to launch a fucking shuttle?
well, it's not just the computer. It's also
Oh, okay, you're talking all the
desk-
peripherals and shit
desk,
too. Okay,
chair,
okay.
headsets.
Oh, okay. I was
mouse.
gonna say $4,000 on a box is a
Yeah,
little.
no,
Yeah.
no.
That's a
I
little.
was gonna say,
I'm-
motherfucker, you better get us to Mars first.
But I mean, I know that's just like window shopping, wishful thinking stuff. It's just like how great it would be to click on the buy button,
Yeah.
and it actually worked.
Yeah. It didn't come back with insufficient funds.
Yeah, if it didn't come back declined.
That's right.
And so what about you, Shank? Do you already have things picked out? Like, yeah, as soon as I get such and such amount of money, I'm getting that.
I wouldn't mind upgrading my video card. I would probably go for a 1080 just to have it, because 1080. I mean, the 980 is still going to last me a while, but a 1080 will secure my GPU power for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
I run a 6700 i7 right now. I would definitely upgrade my RAM, because I think I'm only running 16 gigs right now. And I mean, if I had the real means, like the true money to do everything I wanted to do, I would probably have, I don't think it would be $4,000, but I'd probably have about $2,500 in purchases. I would rebuild my computer with, all upgraded parts, and probably upgrade to 4K monitors of some sort, which I don't know, it may put me over that that $2,500 goal. But you know, it's really, for me right now, it'd be quality of life stuff. I would also, well, the one big thing that I will pull the trigger on as soon as I have the money is a Stream Deck, because everybody and their mom tells me that
They're
a
amazing.
Stream Deck is the greatest thing ever.
Yes.
I'd get a green screen setup. I'd get professional lighting and all that kind of stuff. But as far as like just going ape shit, there's not anything right now that I would. I mean, I told you before the podcast, I want to get a 4K TV, and I would like to get a PS4 Pro so that I can take advantage of
The 4K.
the 4K and the improvements and that kind of thing. But there's not anything that I'm looking at my bank account going, I don't have to pay rent next month.
Right.
So,
Yeah, and that's something that, like, I've talked about multiple times on my channel. But again, like all the shit that I ran through earlier, as far as like all my peripherals and stuff like that, this is all stuff that I've acquired over 5-6 years of, just slowly putting it all together. It's not like I went out and dropped like fucking $6,000 on everything and was like, "Ooh, cool, let's go home and fucking cut open a bunch of boxes." Like, this has been years of putting all of this stuff together. When I first like really got into PC gaming and first got my my own custom rig, if you will, that was 6 years ago, I think. And I still have the same hard drive and solid state drive from that original rig. That's the only thing that's still surviving. Everything else at this point has been swapped out and upgraded. But I started with a very simple, like $650 or $700 gaming rig, and that was everything.
Right.
Now, like I said, I've got that into just a fucking video card. So it is very much so a Johnny Cash, one piece at a time type of gig. But yeah, so that has always been interesting to me, that in the PC gaming culture, it is very much so akin to my previous experience, which is the racing world, where you're always looking for that next upgrade, that next thing to make you go faster. And now I'm not trying to make my car faster, I'm trying to make my computer faster. So it's very similar in that realm. But I think that is going to wrap it up for us tonight. A lot of interesting shit to talk about. Go fucking buy God of War if you have a PlayStation. Go watch Tremors if you have not, and you'll understand why Burt Gummer is my hero.
Yes.
And disregard anything after Tremors 2. Well, Tremors 3 is passable if you don't mind B movies a little bit, but anything after that, just disregard it, especially the stupid Western one. But yeah. And go watch some fucking MASH if you're younger than 30.
One quick thing. I do want to throw this out there because I recommended it to Siri and she was over the fucking moon about it. If you have never seen the movie Grabbers,
oh god,
you need to watch the movie Grabbers.
And Dead Alive.
Speaking of B movies, Grabbers is probably the funniest terrible horror movie you'll ever watch in your life, and it is quality entertainment. When you discover that a Cthulhu-esque beast has only one weakness, and that is the power of blood or alcohol in your blood, it makes for an incredible movie. So,
dear God,
please make sure you check that shit out.
Motherfuckers can get a movie like that approved, but they can't make a fucking TV show based on fucking Navy SEALs starring David Boreanaz that's even half-ass fucking correct. Jesus Christ.
Trolls 2 gets made. But fucking
Yeah.
Right.
Trolls 2 gets made, but you go watch fucking 12 Strong, which starts out as a great movie, and then at the final fucking battle scene, all of a sudden, every fucking RPG-7 on the planet suddenly has 5 gallons of gas in the warhead instead of regular fucking explosives, and it throws a 30-foot fireball up in the air, and it's like, dude, you guys were doing great. I've seen RPGs in person impact, and they have never thrown a fireball like that. Never.
So the entire movie was directed by one person, and then that last scene.
Yeah.
Was
Oh yeah.
Michael Bay.
The last scene, like the director was sick that day or something. And he was like, "Yeah, just have the second unit take care of it." And
Peter Jackson in here.
yeah, like they apparently went in partnership with Exxon Oil or something, and we're like, "Hey, we need the hookup, homie."
We got like 6 barrels just sitting over here.
Yeah, exactly.
And yes, if you don't know. If you didn't know that the opening lyrics for the MASH theme song were "Suicide is painless,"
Yeah.
you are way too fucking young to be on this goddamn podcast.
Yeah. Like as far as 12 Strong, I'm pretty sure they were like, "Dude, we've been using horses for this entire movie. We haven't used any fucking vehicles. We've got a ton of gas left over on our fucking daily credits. Like, we can fucking pump up this final battle scene and fucking see if we can
set the whole set on fire.
Yeah, exactly. See if we can fucking blow up Thor with
burn
a
it
fucking
down.
gas can."
Evil
So
Dead just
fucking-
burned the house down.
So fucking stupid.
That's right.
But yeah, so that's gonna wrap it up for the podcast this week. Make sure you guys go show some love to the Lobster. He is still doing GTA and stuff, streaming pretty much daily, and as well, Mr. Shank the Noob. Go check him out. He plays a bunch of cool stuff and is going to be playing more God of War, I am sure.
Yes.
So if you want to see some God of War, you can go watch the beautiful Yeti himself play that. Now, are you guys are doing your guys' podcast this week on Friday?
Yes. The Safety's Off podcast.
Please tell us more, Shank.
The Safety's Off podcast brought to you by Hollow Points Gaming Community. We will be
And
going
Coca-Cola.
live.
No,
We
it's
will be
just
going
Coke.
live at 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 Eastern. That is DJ Guns, the Tin Man, Shank the Noob, who is myself, and a Wild Siri, who is Cynthia in chat, also known as Giggles. Please make sure you come and check us out. We would really appreciate your company. We have a really good time. Wargames has been kind of giving us some tips on how to improve our podcast, and they've helped out quite a bit. So if Wargames says we're okay, then please come and check us
And by
out.
improve, he means make it far inferior quality to mine, so I do not have any competition. Haha.
That's right.
That's right. That's right.
Rockefeller that shit.
Yeah.
We are, according to Brewer, we are a great success as long as we do not usurp him. So
Yes.
please come and check us out on Friday.
Yes. Yeah, definitely, guys. Go check out the podcast on Friday. Like you said, 20:30 Eastern. On Friday, they will be going live with that. And do you know who is hosting it this week? Is it yourself, DJ, or Tin Man?
I hosted it this past weekend, so it'll either be DJ Guns or the Tin Man. If you follow us at Safeties Off PC on Twitter, that is our central news location for everything that has to do with our podcast. We will also, when we go live, we'll post there where you can see us on Twitch. The Greater Fool, you can see recorded episodes on my
Just
site.
link
on
all the
Shank
channels,
Noob.
damn it. Link all of them.
Yeah, that works.
Okay,
That
yeah,
works
just
here.
do that. I'm trying to Google it as you're telling me. And by the time I get to one, you've already started talking about another one.
Yeah, just link all of them. So it is very interesting what they do, and I stopped the video there because you guys don't need to see the stream ending screen for the next few minutes. But I still want to talk about this because it's very interesting what these guys do with their podcast. Basically, they rotate each week who basically hosts the podcast on their channel. So it'll be either DJ Guns or Shank or Tin Man, who you guys know as Patty from the unit, Corporal Patty. So they rotate through basically who hosts the podcast every week, and eventually Siri, when she does eventually obtain the ability to start streaming, and then surpasses all of us because she is a female possessing boobs,
Yep,
and
she
will
wins automatically.
yes, will make all of us look like broke dick motherfuckers.
Yep.
So as Shank gets timed out by the bot,
Quit spamming.
that's what you
Shank.
get. That's what
Yep.
you get for using
That's what you
fucking
get.
caps.
Trying
Get
to
your ass
usurp-
kicked.
Stop trying to usurp Wargames.
That's right. Bot will kick your ass.
Robert Baratheon over here.
So, yeah, make sure you guys go check out the podcast. As Shank said, it is a very good time. I laugh pretty much the entire time watching it, and generally, when I am able to catch it live, my entire goal is to send Shank into such a giggle fit that he is unable to talk. So you will oftentimes, when I am available, catch me in there in chat, talking a bunch of smack, basically just to get a reaction out of these guys and see if I can make Shank hyperventilate from laughing too much.
If I may, I'm just curious, Shank, because I've never actually listened to your. I went ahead and followed your channel to watch out for the
Thank you.
notification. What do you guys traditionally like? What do you talk about? Same shit we talk about here, or like what do you lean towards?
You know, we talk about news that we see within the industry. We talk about what we've been playing lately. That's usually about the first hour and a half. Another thing that Patty has started doing, you might think about this too, Wargames. Usually, once we have covered all the news articles that we want to discuss, Patty will bring up some kind of awesome deal that he found, be it through Humble Bundle. If you guys have never heard of isthereanydeal.com, if you're looking for games, please make sure you check that place out. It is fucking badass. But yeah, we usually try to find something to contribute to the gamers.
I brought up deals. I brought up the fact that 1080s are sub $1,000 now. That's a fucking screaming deal. You're welcome, motherfuckers.
Isthereanydeal.com, it talks, at least what I've seen, it talks about games, but it's basically like a crowd search site where you just type in a game you want, and everywhere it finds it with a deal, it will tell you. Not only will it tell you if it's on sale, it will tell you normal retail price, and it will tell you the best sale it's ever been on. So that, I mean, it gives you an opportunity to kind of anticipate what sales might look like in the future.
Excellent. There you go. Free consumer advice for you guys. I give it to y'all. So yeah, make sure you guys check out the Safeties Off podcast. Go follow those 3 channels that Shank linked in chat there, and fuck it, go follow Cynthia too, just for shits and giggles. Even though Siri doesn't stream, just do it because
I'm doing it right now.
I would not be surprised if in like 6 months from now she's still not streaming yet has more followers than I do. So that is going to wrap it up for tonight. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and chatting with us. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. And remember, if you weren't able to catch all of this live from the start, you can get access to it after we go off. Via my Patreon, or if you want to get involved in the podcast, whether it be send in topics that you want to hear us talk about, or even be a guest on the podcast, you can do that via Patreon, where the link is down below. So again, thank you guys for hanging out. Shank and Lobster, thank you guys as always for hanging out and bullshitting with me for a couple of hours. Definitely appreciate it.
I made the comment to Shank earlier before you came back to turn the podcast on. I'm like, me and Brewer have this really weird rapport where we're like 10 years apart and we really shouldn't have anything in common, but for some reason we could just fucking talk and bullshit and go on tangents for hours.
Well, it's because you're like the little brother I never wanted.
Oh my god! Did you hear that? That's the nicest thing I'm ever gonna hear from him.
Nicest
Probably yes.
Oh my god! Oh, I'm about to cry. Wow.
It's because you're a baby back bitch.
Yeah. Wow.
So yeah, that's it tonight, guys. Again, thank you for hanging out, and I will see you here in a little bit for the World War II mission with Mr. Weewoo. And until then, later.